Welcome back. In the last video, we set up our Neon project and introduced the Northwind-Lite database. Today, we're going to create the full schema. Tables, primary keys, foreign keys, all live in Neon. This is where your database starts taking shape in the cloud. Let's start by going back to neon.com website and click on the login. And we'll use the credentials that we created, the email and the password we created in episode 1. And then click the login button to take us to the Neon console, where you'll find the project we created in episode 1. So we'll click on the project, which is Northwind-Lite, and this will take us to the project dashboard. And at the project dashboard, we'll use the SQL editor, and that's where we'll do most of our work. At the SQL editor, we can expand the editor so we have more space here to enter our scripts or queries. And this is the area where we would enter the queries or the scripts that we're going to run. We can also remove what's currently, like a placeholder that we see here by clicking this plus sign here to remove that. So we have a fresh screen here. We start by creating the categories table, which is simple but foundational. As you can see, it has a category ID as an identity column. Postgres will automatically generate a unique IDs for us. Then you have category name, which is a required text field or text column. And then we have the description, which is optional. Primary keys ensure every category is unique. And we'll click the run button to create the table for us. And as you can see, it returns that the statement executed successfully. You can use a \D to inspect the table structure in Neon's editor. Notice the primary key and the column type. So let's clear this here and then use \D categories and then hit the run button. And then this should give you some information about the table and the structure that we just created, like category ID and the primary key being set up, generated always as an identity, and then the other fields here. Next, we create the customers table. So let's clear our screen here and then type in our customers tables code. As you can see, we use text for most fields to avoid arbitrary length limits, and customer ID will be auto-generated. This table will later link to orders table, so it's essential for relational integrity. Now we'll click our run button. As you can see, it was executed successfully. Next, we'll create the employees table. So we'll type our code here for our employees table. And employees will link to orders as the salesperson. Notice hire date is a date, not timestamp, practical for simple reporting. Later, we can calculate performance metrics and rolling totals with these dates. We'll hit the run button, and our command is executed successfully. And as you can see, the SQL editor is also keeping track of history of every command that we execute. Next, we create our products table. So we'll type in our product code. And as you can see here, we're adding a foreign key. So product belongs to category, so we add a foreign key constraint. This ensures data integrity. Unit price is numeric with 2 decimal places, perfect for currency. Discontinued defaults to false. Good examples of default values. So we'll click on run button, and it was executed successfully as well. Next, we'll create our orders table. So let's clear out our area and then place in our code for orders table. And orders link customers and employees. Notice the 2 foreign keys. Order date defaults to the current timestamp in the cloud. Perfect for real-time inserts. Neon handles all constraints automatically. We'll run this as well, and it was executed successfully. Next, we'll create our final table, order items. So let's clear, and then paste our code here, order items. And this table links products to orders. On delete cascade means if an order is deleted, its items are removed automatically. Check quantity greater than 0 enforces realistic business rules. These small features show the power of PostgreSQL in the cloud. We'll hit the run button, and our statement executed successfully. Again, Neon does a good job at tracking what we're doing with the history tab. As you can see from what we've done, we created a categories table, and we did a verification of the structure using the \d command. Then we created a customers table. Then we created an employees table, a products table, an orders table, and finally our order items table. Again, you can verify the structure of each table by using the \d command. For example, running the following commands. Clear out our editor. Even as a batch would result in info about each table. So if you were to run these, click the run button, and what we'll see is a number of tabs that displays the info about each table. For example, the first one was category, and then if we click on this tab, we'll see information about the customers, and then structure information about employees, products, orders, and orders items. Those were the tables that we created here. So this is a way of just verifying that, this is what we really wanted to do with the primary keys set up for as an example in orders item. So now we have the full schema live in Neon. In the next video, we'll populate it with seed data and run queries to verify relationships. This is where your database really comes alive. And that's it for episode 2. We have built all the tables for Northwind-Lite with primary keys, foreign keys, identity columns, and realistic constraints. In episode 3, we'll insert data and start running live queries to explore the cloud-hosted database. Make sure your Neon project is ready and your schemas matches. See you next time.